What's going on, Halloween fans? My name's Dave McRae. So before I jump into it, I just want to say that my background here is a work in progress. Some of you may not have even noticed that I moved, but I haven't moved. I just moved rooms. So the room that I was in for all those years that I used to be in is just over here, but I decided to move everything out into kind of the living area of my basement, set up kind of a big studio in this area, and that's sort of where I am. But it's a work in progress. So, the blue lighting and sort of some funky stuff and fun stuff, it'll all come back, but, just give me a bit. But anyway, so I wanted to jump on here and tell you this story that I thought was really funny because it's the perfect example of what I often, preach here on my channel from time to time, which is as crazy as we are about Halloween, as, excited as we are about everything Halloween and horror and all that kind of stuff, and as big as that world feels to us, it is a very, very tiny, minuscule part of the entertainment landscape and what the vast majority of people really care about. So about a week ago, I was driving into downtown Toronto and I had I was driving into downtown Toronto because I had a voiceover session. And as I'm driving in, I'm listening to the radio. And ordinarily I listen to Sirius XM, but on this day I was listening to just talk radio on the AM dial. And there are these two hosts. One's a woman, one's a man. And they were talking about this crazy thing that was happening in Toronto either that day or the day before. Apparently, there was some guy in some part of the city that had a machete and he was chasing after people and he was wearing a horror mask. Now, they didn't quite say what character it was, but I think these two hosts were trying to figure that out. And so, they're like the female host, who's the main host, is like, we don't know. It's crazy what's going on. The police were there, and we don't know if it was a Chucky mask or a Pennywise mask or a Leatherface or a Freddy, a Jason, a Michael. They're just rhyming off all these horror characters, right? And the guy pipes in and is like, this is crazy what's going on. By the way, did you know, this is interesting, that the Michael Myers mask is a William Shatner mask turned inside out. And the lady's like, oh, no, I didn't know that. That's fascinating. Well, there you go. And I'm driving. I got, my hands on the wheel, and I'm just like, it's not turned inside out. It's a William Shatner mask, yes, but it's painted white. I could feel the nerd in me going, what's the fucking number? What's the number? I gotta call in. And then, he proceeds to, then she actually begins to say, and did you know what the very first slasher movie was ever, or what is considered to be the sort of the beginning, the very first slasher movie? What is generally considered that? And and he's like, I have no idea. Is it a silent film? No, it's not a silent film. So it's a talkie. Yes, it's a talkie. And he goes, the Texas Chainsaw Massacre? No, a bit before that. Oh, geez, I don't know. I have no idea. Psycho. Oh, Psycho. Oh, geez, I didn't know. And do you know whose famous mother was in that movie? No. And he just said like a bunch of names, and I'm like, who the fuck are those people? And and she's like, no. I'll give you a hint. She was in Halloween. Well, Halloween, yes. I know Halloween. Let me see. Jamie Curtis. Her mother was in Psycho? Yes! Janet Leigh. And this is obviously I'm, being theatrical for the sake of entertainment, but this was a real conversation. Not quite to the degree, the characterization maybe, but certainly they were having this conversation, and it was going back and forth, and they're like, I couldn't believe it. I didn't know that. Holy crap. And I'm sitting there and I'm thinking, I wish I wish I was already parked, because if I was parked, I would have taken out my phone, hit record, and just recorded the exchange and posted it as the example. But obviously I was in the middle of driving, so I couldn't do that. But it's just like, it's the perfect example of the general movie-going audience. This is the general movie-going audience. These are the people that the studios really care about. Now, it's not that they don't care about us hardcore fans. Of course they do, right? Two things can be true at the same time. They do care about us, but no matter how shitty the trailer looks, no matter how shitty any marketing material is, we're still going to watch it. We're still going to be there, right? They could put out the biggest dumpster fire of a Halloween trailer, and I'm going to be there. Hey, take my money. I want to see it because I'm a Halloween fan. You know, it doesn't matter. It's crazy. But it's the general movie-going audience that they really need to get their asses into the seats, right? It's those that don't even know Jamie Lee Curtis's mom was in Psycho, you know? And so I just found it really funny, and I needed to jump on here and just tell you that story because it's true. It's true. You know, we get locked in our bubbles. You know, we think Halloween is way bigger than it actually is, or that more people care about it and know about it than actually, you know, do. And these are some of this is obviously not the only reason, but this is a perfect example of why, you know, it's a very low probability that we're going to see a theatrically released Halloween 4 Part 2. It's just, hey, listen, you never say never. But the probability is very low because, you know, the general movie-going audience would be so confused. I don't get that. I thought he was dead. I mean, even when Halloween 18 came out, I remember reading the posts and all that, and there were lots of people that were like, "Didn't she die in the last one? I thought she was dead." They don't know. They don't know. You know what I mean? And generally speaking, those are the people that the studios need to. That's why you see a lot of trailers that show so much, is because they need to show all that for these people, not for us. All they could show is, Jesus Christ, they could have a Halloween trailer that's just, it's a black screen and all you hear is, and it says Halloween. And we'd be there. We'd be like, yeah, yeah, yeah. And we'd be there. We'd be there. You know what I'm saying? We'd be there. We don't need to see anything else. But that's not the case. That's not the case with, you know, the people that are like, huh? They need that. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, I just thought that was a funny story that I needed to quickly jump on here and tell you. And it's a good example. And there's probably lots of other examples. So you guys, I want to pass it over to you guys now. Jump into the comment section below and let me know your thoughts. Maybe you've had experience with your family or friends, or maybe you were listening to the radio or whatever the case is. You let me know about something, a story, an interaction, an experience that sort of is the perfect example of, you know, the general movie-going audience just really not knowing anything about what we're so passionate about. You know what I'm saying? And I would like to know your stories in the comment section below. Anyways, that's it. That's all I had to say. I just wanted to jump on and tell you that because, like I said, I thought, oh, this is so perfect. It was so funny to listen to, you know, because I'm sitting there, I'm like, fucking no, Psycho, say it. Oh, I don't know. Is it a silent film? A silent film. What is this, 1890? I'm just like, it's crazy. It's crazy. Anyways, my name's Dave McRae. I'll be back soon. If you want to follow me on social media and you're not already, there are my links right there. Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. They're all in the description. Well, X now. It's called X. Check them out until your heart's content. And when your heart is content, check them out again. That'll do it for me. In the meantime and in between time, I will talk to you soon. Cheers.